I want to step back and talk about what makes Shaklee and our Shaklee products different. What makes Shaklee different from every other wellness company in the market? It's our clinical proof. We are the most clinically proven wellness company in the world. That is the Shaklee difference. How is it that we can say that? Because we have something no other company has that truly differentiates us from every other wellness company on the market. It's our decades of clinical proof, including the Landmark Health Studies and our Shaklee community. You know, I go through my day, people ask me what I do, like with the most clinically proven wellness company in the world, and they say, Roger, do supplements really work? Or, how do I know they work? Followed by, how are yours different from everyone else's? Does anybody else get these questions? So here's what I say. I say supplements work. A vitamin, the definition of a vitamin, is something that your body needs, requires to survive, then it cannot make itself. So you need vitamins. And what's happened is because we have now so much of our fruit and vegetables and food coming from this very long refrigerated food supply chain where they pick everything way before it's ripe so it comes into our grocery store, you simply cannot get enough of your optimum levels of nutrients from your food. So you got to supplement. So I say yes, supplements work, but Shaklee's work better. Much better. And we are the only company in the world that has proof that ours work in the short, medium, and long term. You know, we have a ton of clinical studies at Shaklee. A ton. A lot. More than 100 that prove that our individual products work, and that's so powerful, but I wanted to do something different. Something no other company did. I wanted to prove what I saw every day, that people who've been taking Shaklee products for years and decades were simply healthier than everyone else that I met. And so we decided to conduct a series of studies, and many of you in this room were part of it, and that became the Landmark Health Studies. We studied people who were taking Shaklee products for between 5 years and 50 years. And we tracked these people for over a decade. And then we had to decide, who are we going to compare our Shaklee people against in order to prove that we're better? So our sales department, they're like, let's compare our Shaklee people with people who took no supplements. We're likely going to win that one. Then our Shaklee scientists were like, that's too easy. Let's compare our Shaklee people with people who took a multivitamin from somebody else's company. And before I was like, okay, then they kept going. They said, well, let's compare Shaklee people who took 2 supplements from another company. And they're like, to heck with it. Let's compare it with people who took more than 2 supplements from other companies. And then I had to make a decision. You see, for the Berkeley School of Public Health to agree to conduct this study for us, we had to agree that they could publish the results no matter what the outcome was, good or bad. So think about that for a minute. The study would have us going head-to-head with people who took multiple supplements from other companies, and their results would be published for the world to see whether they were good or bad. That was potentially a very risky thing to do. So I called our scientists together. I'm like, huddle up. I said, how confident are you that our products are truly superior? Not just a little bit better, but like truly superior in a drop the mic kind of way. Because we are about to embark on a bet the company strategy, and I want to look you all in the eye and see how confident you really are. So they all looked at me with like, here we go again. So I said, do we or don't we? And then they launched into their Shaklee science speak. They said, well, we source higher quality ingredients, and we have ensured that they are formulated at clinically proven levels. And we have more rigorous quality testing than anyone, including we have a machine that blasts the product with the energy that's equivalent to the heat of the sun to make sure there's no heavy metals present in everything. And we have an empty bottle money-back guarantee for the last 65 years, and less than 1/3 of 1% of people have ever returned a product, which means that there are tens of millions of people who felt a positive difference from Shaklee. So, to sum up, yes, we're confident. So, I took a moment to weigh the pros and cons of doing this, and then said, okay, let's do it. Let's be the only company in the world that has the confidence and the capability to prove that our products and our community help people have better health outcomes. And so we did the study, and the results came back. And Shaklee was more than just better. We were more than just superior. The results showed an impact on health outcomes that was unprecedented in a diverse population over a long period of time. Our Shaklee people had way superior biomarkers. They had better health-reported outcomes. They had up to 97% lower use of prescription medications. And a whole bunch of other stuff. But what was so fascinating is that we saw that when people were approaching the age of 50, there was an incredible divergence between the Shaklee population and everyone else. Look at this graph. You see this red line. You do not want to go above that red line. When you go above the red line, very, very bad things happen. So, here's the group that took no supplements. They started off okay, but around age 45, they crossed that red line like a rocket ship going to the moon, and we know how far away that is. Okay, the group that took somebody else's multivitamin was not much better, nor was the group that took 2 supplements from another company. And the group that took more than 2 was slightly better, but they still were in the really bad category. You following me here? Would you like to know what happened to the Shaklee group? I didn't hear you. Would you like to know? Here we go. Let's remember, the Shaklee people had people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 60s, 70s, and a whole bunch 80 and above, and not the Shaklee graph never crosses the red line. Never. As a result of all these studies on our Shaklee products and communities over multiple decades, we can unequivocally state that Shaklee is the most clinically proven wellness company in the world. That's your company, Shaklee family. Now, let me bring this home. In just the last several weeks, I have written happy birthday notes to 3 Shaklee family members who turned 100 years old. Now, these are not ordinary 100-year-olds. Look at them. They're amazing. They're like healthy. One of them just passed her business down to her daughter. And the other one, I'm like, what's she doing? Well, she's still an active ambassador. I said, well, what was her check last month? She said her check last month was $1,850 at age 100. You got to process that. At Shaklee, there are so many 100th birthday celebrations that we actually got to the point that we asked ourselves, should we create a form letter to wish people happy 100th birthday? I mean, what company even thinks about the idea of writing a form letter for their customers who turn 100 years old? But at the end of the day, personalization is the future. And so I end up spending a lot of my time writing personal notes to people who turn 100-year-olds in Shaklee. God bless you all. And let me tell you why this really matters for you. All those statistics, all those clinical studies, all this proof that we have. It matters because when you share Shaklee products with your mother, your father, your sister, your children, you know that you are giving them the very best wellness products in the world. How wonderful is that feeling, that absolute confidence that you are providing the best solutions for the needs of the people that you love. And that, frankly, is why I am here today. I spent 5 years of my life and millions of dollars searching for a company and products that I could feel proud and great about sharing with my family and with the world. And for me to feel comfortable to do that, they had to be the best. And that's why Nobel Prize-winning scientists, Nobel Peace Prize winners, people like Oprah, the White House, the NASA space program, and the athletes who've won more than 150 Olympic gold and silver and bronze medals have all chosen Shaklee because Shaklee products, Shaklee family, are simply the best.